an IEEE International Conference on Software Engineering Education and Training. We are here to present our research on and software engineering approach for COCO learning of virtual labs. Before going to the topic, I hope everyone is safe in this pandemic. This pandemic made us think about alternatives in each and every sector. Education is one of the majorly impacted sectors. In this current situation, with all these online classes going on, do you still believe making students view videos or practice simulations is good enough to learn from online environment? If not, did you figure out any alternatives to make students get more practical and theoretical knowledge? Traditionally, software engineers use different platforms to adopt different learning practices. But it's time for the software engineers to bring in rigor and enhance learning. Have you heard about peer learning, cooperative and collaborative learning? If not, let's go into the topic and understand what they are. Here comes our agenda for today's topic, which includes context setting, COCO learning approach, experiment with virtual labs, results and analysis, conclusion. Let's start with the existing learning methodologies. Traditional learning methodology is more like sage on the stage approach. The teacher directly interacts with the students in physical location and gives students sources for learning. To a certain extent, it restricts students from exploring new concepts by themselves. Flipped learning and scavenger hunting, problem solving, and other blending methods are being implemented to enhance students' interaction and engagement. The core of an effective learning approach rests in the ability of the person to absorb and internalize and recall whenever it is required. With increased access of internet, computer supported learning in the form of online books, videos, MOOCs, virtual labs, virtual reality assistance learning, and other forms have provided scalability and availability of best resources to students. With collaborative and cooperative learning approaches, students are expected not just to read the information but are also expected to build something new with the processed information. However, creating a collaborative learning experience, achieving consensus, and grading students continues to be some of the challenges. This slide presents a comparison between cooperative and collaborative learning with respect to the characteristics. In precise, the main goal of cooperative learning is to develop social skills, whereas collaborative learning focuses on problem solving technique and knowledge construction. This figure shows the process and the interaction between students from various institutes and other stakeholders. This figure shows the process and the interaction between students from various institutes and other stakeholders. The steps in our COCO learning approach of virtual labs are: students read the procedure, theory, and objective to conduct a lab experiment on their own and analyze the results. They could seek clarification on collaboration tools to understand the procedure and validate the results. Student can collaborate to identify and log a valid issue. A valid issue is logged in the source code repository of virtual labs. Students go to the repository of virtual labs and start fixing the issues once they are identified. Students post their fixed issue details on the collaboration channels for peer validation. Two peer validations are mandatory for considering the issue as fixed. One validator can be from the same institute, but the second validation from the other institute. When the issue is validated by the two peers and stated as fixed, then the same is validated by the faculty or lab assistants. Once the faculty approves the fix, it will be deployed. These are the activities that are involved in the COCO learning process. Given below are the activities performed by the students individually and in cooperative and collaborative approaches respectively. This slide explains the tools that are available for COCO learning. Slack, RocketChat, Jive, and Trello are some of the popular collaboration tools. GitHub, GitLab, and Gitbucket are some of the open source repositories. There are many student communities that actively participate in COCO learning. There are some of the open source labs such as Virtual Labs, Open Modelica, etc. We used Virtual Labs, an initiative of Ministry of Human Resource Development from Government of India, with approximate 4 million usages of 114 plus labs across 9 engineering and 2 science disciplines. Unlike other available platforms on web, Virtual Labs has a wide range of experiments across engineering disciplines. A request was sent to 21 engineering colleges to nominate 10 students per college for 6 months to participate in fixing and development of virtual labs. About 145 students signed up for this experiment. There are three different types of issues: functionality issues, broken link issues, and enhancements. Students identified 1026 issues, including 96 enhancements. A total of 545 unique issues were identified by the students. This table shows the types of issues that were identified by the students, number of enhancements and features suggested during that period. This graph explains the velocity of identification of issues and fixes. 11 students dropped due to conflicting schedule with their coursework and their health conditions. Fixed issues were also validated by the students. There are two different types of fixes. One is functional, the other one is operational. The enhancements related to features or simulations are named as functionality issues. Defects such as broken links, improper programming, and others as operational issues. As the operational issues include broken links, it was quite easy for the students to fix it. So, operational issues were the first choice for most of the students. Functional issues took longer time to get resolved. Interesting fact is that we have observed more CSC labs were fixed in this 6 months period. It is really interesting to note that 64% of the issues that were raised by the students were fixed. Also, 44,812 messages were exchanged either on public forum or messaged directly on collaboration tool. Also, 64% of the students read messages that are posted. 12% of the students posted on the public forum and 88% on direct messages. To validate the COCO learning process, we have conducted a survey for the students. This table explains the survey questions and the purpose. This slide explains the validation that we have obtained from students. The above graph mentions the frequency of collaboration that students have performed in this experiment. About 65% of the students participated in the survey, in which 58% of the students were junior undergraduates. Sophomores were more enthusiastic as compared to the others in identifying and fixing the issues. The below graph explains the improvement in the percentage where active collaboration was observed by 77% of the students. And also, there is an interesting observation that 92% of the students mentioned that they have improved their understanding by taking part in this experiment. There is a request from participating students that they wanted a leaderboard so that they can track their position among all the students. And also, student requested a bootcamp for better contribution to validate the students' participation. We have conducted another survey for the faculty. About 24 faculty participated in the survey. 90% of the faculty confirmed that students' understanding of courses have improved by taking part in this experiment. Faculty like the feasibility and flexibility of learn anytime and anywhere with virtual labs. Faculty also requested for more number of virtual lab experiment which will help students to improve their understanding in a better way. With COCO learning approach, students develop the ability to get into the details to find an issue, understanding the source code and fix the issues. Students interacted and collaborated with students from different institutes that enable them to come out of their comfort zone and build their social skills. Also, students got an opportunity to work on agile software development methodologies, which will help them to perform better in the job interviews. Some of the lessons learned in our proposed approach are: resources from students should be more clear and informative. Even though institutes are tiered at the same level, students have different skill sets and the complexity of software. Development activities should be accordingly categorized for selection. Also, faculty and lab assistants have to be specially trained on collaboration platforms. Some of the possible future directions for this work are: increase the number of students and also have students from other engineering or non-engineering disciplines. Have students develop new labs as well. Apart from using and fixing existing code base, validate learning effectiveness of the approach against conducting lab in a physical and virtual environment. Some of the key references for this approach are mentioned here. Also, you can go through the link vlab.co.in for virtual labs experiments. You can get the source code of the repositories of virtual labs at github.com/virtual-labs. Thank you. For further clarifications, please contact us.